I'm your host, Ree, a.k.a. the Black Adam Scheffner. First things first, happy Friday to the people. Make some noise for making it through the week. I don't want to be too long-winded on no intro, so I'm going to go ahead and get right to what you came here for. Playoff football.
Playoffs? Playoffs? You kidding me?
I ain't going to hold you. This is probably my favorite round of the playoffs, the divisional round. The last 8 teams fighting to get into that conference title game. Let's get into the first game. We got the Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to tell you now. Get your popcorn ready. Get all your snacks and your drinks and all that ready before the game. Unless it's a commercial break, you should be glued to that TV because this is a game that you are not going to miss. You're not going to want to miss 1 second of this game. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of them ones. You got Lamar Jackson versus C.J. Stroud. Let's get into the game. Get into the keys of victory for each team, and then I'll get my prediction. So starting off, we got Lamar Jackson, Lamar Action Jackson, coming in with 3,678 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions with a QB rating of 102.7 versus CJ the Real Deal Stroud. That's my new nickname for him. CJ the Real Deal Stroud, who comes in the game or who ends the season with 4,108 yards, 22 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, and a QB rating of 100.8. And did I mention that boy is a rookie? Like I said, this is going to be one of them ones. I'll get into the keys of victory for the Texans first. We'll start with the Texans since they're the visiting team coming in the number 1 seed. I think the biggest thing for the Texans, my first key to victory for the Texans, have no fear. You're here now. Don't think the moment's too big. Play your game. But do not be afraid. You can respect them, but do not be afraid. I know for a lot of these guys, you got a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. Essentially, this is DeMeco Ryans' first year. But you cannot be afraid because you don't want to leave anything out there on the field. And then after the game, you're looking like, damn, we should have called this play. Or, damn, we feel like we could have did better in this area. Do not leave anything out on the field. You cannot have no fear going against these guys. I don't care who it is. And that's no disrespect to the Ravens, but you can't have no fear. My next key to victory is for the Texans, make Lamar Jackson uncomfortable. There's been times throughout this season where Lamar's just been sitting in the pocket. He got enough time to make a sandwich and read a newspaper back there. You can't have that because when Lamar's out there and he's looking like he's playing Madden, juking people, moving around in the pocket, hitting spin moves and all that, it spells trouble for the defense. And I'm telling you now, it's going to be a long day for the Texans. You're going to want to make Lamar Jackson uncomfortable, whether that's sending stunts and all different types of blitzes, sending people from corner up the middle, linemen. You have to make Lamar Jackson uncomfortable. I'm telling you now, he will pick you apart if you let him sit comfortable in that pocket, moving around, taking off. I'm telling you. Did you see Lamar Jackson this year? I'm telling you, it looked just like Madden. And lastly, I think the Texans, if they win the turnover battle, the last key to victory for them, to win the turnover battle, it could be a long...
Houston, we have a problem.
It could be a problem for the Ravens. I'm telling you that now. If they stick to them keys, my keys, they'll probably win the game. I'm not saying I'll give you my prediction after this, but I'm telling you, win that turnover battle. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we back. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Back to the Texans. Stick to that script, and y'all going to be all right. Let's get into the keys of victory for the Ravens, though. As for the Ravens, my first key to victory for the Baltimore Ravens is stick to the script. Don't get cute. You've been off for a couple weeks. The Ravens been sitting for a while, and I'm hearing that Mark Andrews is back. Stick to the script. Do what got you in this position. Don't do anything else, but do what got you in this position. Just because Mark Andrews is back, it could kind of be a bad thing because I don't want Lamar to feel like he got to force him the ball. Isaiah Likely has been balling. absolute balling. He's more than capable of getting the job done, and I think it's been shown. Mark Andrews, him being out there is definitely he's definitely a threat, but if he's not his whole self and they're trying to force him the ball and that's throwing off what they had going on, it's just not worth it. So stick to the script. My second key of victory for the Ravens is establish that run. That run game with Baltimore, when it's hitting, it's hitting. That's a very, very hard offense to stop when that run get. And now they just activated Dalvin Cook. You throw him in there. I think it's Keaton Mitchell. I think Keaton Mitchell is hurt for the season. Is Keaton Mitchell? Somebody try. I got to do my research. That's my fault. Usually I come correct. But I'm pretty sure Keaton Mitchell is hurt. But if not, that's crazy because now they got Dalvin Cook, Keaton Mitchell, and my boy Gus Edwards. And then Lamar's a running back too. You got to account for him too. Run the ball. Establish that run. It could be a long day. If they establish that run, the Texans are going to be in for a long day. I'm going to tell you that now. And then my last key to victory for the Ravens is play ahead. Don't get in a shootout with this team. Play ahead and stay ahead. That offense over there, yeah, it's a rookie, but they have big play potential, and the offense is explosive. CJ, the real deal, Stroud. You got Nico Collins. Play ahead. I'm telling you now, you're going to want to play ahead. And that wraps up my keys to victory for the Ravens. So I got to stick to the script, establish the run, and play ahead. Now, I'm going to give you my prediction of who I think is going to win the game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think this is going to be a great game. Like I said, get your popcorn, your snacks, your bit, whatever you drink and eat during the football game. Do all that beforehand. Order your pizza. Don't be trying to order pizza and pay the pizza man while the game. No. Establish that. Get that stuff out the way early. But my prediction, how can I go against the Ravens? Have you seen Lamar? I love CJ Stroud, and his time is now. I'm not saying his time's next. His time is definitely now, but just not this week. I got the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna go 27-24. Ravens flop. Shout out to the Ravens fans. Shadi, my boy E, and my boy Groove. The rest of y'all, I don't want to see. Oh yeah, my boy Yak too from Baltimore. But the rest of y'all, I don't really know. Those are the only Ravens fans I know that are official Ravens fans. But anyway, let's get into our next Saturday night game. We got the Green Bay Packers at the San Fran 49ers. Woo-hoo. Brock Purdy versus Jordan Love. Brock Purdy comes into the game with 4,280 yards passing on the season, 31 touchdowns, 11 picks, and I think it's a league high of 113 QBR. Jordan Love comes into the game, 4,159 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a 96.1 QBR. Both quarterbacks been putting on. Both quarterbacks been putting up numbers. I'll go into the keys of victory for Green Bay first since they're the visiting team. So the first key to victory I got for Green Bay is stay ahead of the sticks. Stay ahead of the sticks. Put Jordan Love in positions where he could 3rd and 4. For those who don't know, stay ahead of the sticks. When it gets to 3rd down, anything from 3rd and 5 and under is stay ahead of the sticks. You don't want to put Jordan Love in situations, especially against that defense, where he's in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9. It's not a knock to Jordan Love because he looked like that ball last week. But you want to make the game easy as you can for him. He's a young quarterback. Stay ahead of the sticks. My next key to victory for them is all or nothing. All or nothing. This is your time. Like they're probably, out of all the teams playing this week, they're probably the biggest underdog. Nobody's expecting Green Bay to win. I'm telling you that now. If they say they are, they're a damn lie. But all or nothing. You can't leave anything out on the field. If you got trick plays, whatever it is, this is the time to do it. Because you don't have nothing to lose. You're the underdog. You're going in against the Goliath, the big bad 49ers. All or nothing. And then my last key to victory is make Purdy beat you. It's not a knock to Purdy, but if you could stop McCaffrey and Purdy got to throw 40, 50 times a game, you're probably better off. As crazy as that sounds. Purdy, he grew on me. I still got critiques in this game. There's some stuff I want to see with him. But if I'm playing the 49ers, I want him to beat me. I don't want Christian McCaffrey to beat me. I want to make Purdy beat me. So those are the keys to victories for the Green Bay Packers. Stay ahead of the sticks, all or nothing, and make Brock Purdy beat y'all. Getting into the 49ers. We'll get into the 49ers keys to victory. Play within the system. Play within, Purdy's a system quarterback, Play within the system. It's kind of like the same story with the Ravens. Do what got you here. That's who you are. That's your identity. The screens, the play actions with the shots down the field. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is 75% of that offense. He's what makes them go. He's the engine to the BMW of that offense. So, yeah, play within your system. The next key of victory is Christian McCaffrey or die. I just told you to make Brock Purdy beat you for the Packers. For the 49ers, it's Christian McCaffrey or die. If Christian McCaffrey is out there doing what he's been doing all season, it's going to be a long day for the Green Bay Packers, y'all. It's going to be a very, very long day for the Green Bay Packers because that boy is best running back in the league.
Congratulations.
That's the best. I don't know why I just dropped, but that's the best running back in the league. That's for the people who think anything else. If you don't think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league,
congratulations. You played yourself.
And then the last key to victory for the 49ers would be to limit the chunk plays. You seen some of those plays that the Packers were able to hit against the Cowboys last week. If they could, it might be a game. If they could recreate some of that magic, I don't know. Maybe they just might be that hot right now. But for the 49ers, you definitely want to limit those chunk plays. There was plays where guys were wide open. There was a play where a tight end was wide open last week for the Packers, and there wasn't a guy within 30 yards of him. Literally, he could have walked into the end zone. If they could recreate that magic, like I said, the 49ers might be in a little bit of trouble. So for the 49ers, the keys to victory, to go back over, is play within the system, Christian McCaffrey or die, and limit the chunk plays. Now, here is my prediction of how I think it's going to happen. It's going to be an upset this weekend, but I don't think it's going to be this game. I'm going with the 49ers, 30-17. Yeah, I'll go with 30-17. That sounds about right. Then, getting into our Sunday matchups, the first game we have is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. Restore the roar, baby. I think, well, let's get into the quarterback matchup first. We got Jared Goff versus Baker Mayfield. Jared Goff comes into the game, 4,575 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and a QBR of 97.9. Baker Mayfield, that boy been going off this year, I'm not going to lie. 4,044 yards passing, 28 TDs, 10 interceptions, and a QB rating of 94.6. Let's get into the keys of victory for the Bucs. Anybody but Amon-Ra St. Brown. Anybody but Amon-Ra St. Brown. When they need a big moment, a big play, he's always the guy that seems to be on the other end. Yeah, they have other receivers that are okay. Jameson Williams, he got big play potential. But like I said, when everything's getting real, he's going to Amon-Ra St. Brown, a.k.a. the Sun God. Shout out to that boy from USC, man. But yeah, then my next key to victory is keep them guessing. You got a good defense. They got a great defense, actually. Real veteran unit, veteran coach, and Todd Bowles. Keep them guessing. Send some different looks at them. Keep them guessing. Don't let them get comfortable. Don't become predictable because they might pick you apart. That offense is like that. And then lastly, get Rachaad White going. If they could I'm telling you now, if the Buccaneers get Rachaad White going, that means they won the game. If Detroit cannot stop Rachaad White, they're not going to win this game. That's the ultimate key to victory of that game. Get Rachaad White going, and I'm telling you to win the game. If he goes for 110, 120, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, that means Detroit lost. Trust me. Because that means they're controlling the clock, and the defense has been playing ball. So I'm telling you right now, if Rachaad White gets going Detroit, it's going to be a long day for y'all. So go back over the keys of victory. Anyone but St. Brown. Keep them guessing, and get Rachaad White going. Let's get into the keys of victory for the Lions. So, I think the biggest thing for the Lions, get that 1-2 punch going. I seen last week they had one drive. It was all David Montgomery. Then the next drive was all Jahmyr Gibbs. You got a bigger physical back beating you down. And then you got a, hey. Jahmyr Gibbs, did you see, he looking at people making them, yo, that boy is shifty. I'm mad I raced an early pick on him in the fantasy this year because they didn't use him like they were supposed to. But when you got the 1-2 punch like that, you don't need to force feed him. Stick to that 1-2 punch, and I'm telling you, you'll be successful. Don't get cute is the next key to victory for the Lions. Dan Campbell is known to like to do some tricky stuff. He likes to gamble. Dan Campbell, being that the Lions' history is what it is, this is not a time to get cute. Because them people in Detroit will riot if they lose because you trying some of that fancy or that off script. Don't get cute. Stick to what you know. Like I said, that 1-2 punch is going to get them by. And lastly, get to Baker Mayfield. When Baker Mayfield seems to be, when he's confident and he's making them, if y'all remember college Baker Mayfield, he was looking like that at moments this year. Baker's a baller. I've hated on him in the past. I always called him the poor man's Johnny Manziel. Obviously, his career played out way better. But get to Baker Mayfield, because if he's out there making magic, spinning, throwing it up, Chris Godwin down there, Mike Evans down there, yo, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. You better get to that, boy. So the keys to victory for the Lions, get the 1-2 punch going, don't get cute, and get to Baker Mayfield. So now, my prediction. I said there was going to be upset this week. I think this is going to be the upset. I think the Buccaneers are going to come into Detroit and beat them, and I got a score of 24-17. Buccaneers. 24-17 Bucks. It hurt me to say, because I'm cheering for the Lions. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just think this is going to be that one upset of this round. I just feel, something just feels, I can feel it in the air. I feel it in the air. Something is going to happen in that game, and everybody's going to be stuck with the Home Alone Macaulay Culkin face like, it's going to be a quiet night in Detroit. Sorry, Lions. I'm sorry, but I think this is what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm keeping it real. But if y'all win, shout out to y'all. Hope y'all do win, because y'all might be the only team that can stop the 49ers, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into our last game of the divisional round of the playoffs. I feel like they saved the best for last. This is like a heavyweight fight. Round 3, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, my defending Super Bowl Kansas City Chiefs, visiting the Buffalo Bills, my Pops team. Round 3. This is like a every year thing. Man, I'm telling you, this is one of the most stressful games to watch, because this game is so up and down. The same thing I told you about that Ravens-Texans game, this game is the same thing. Don't blink. Don't get up to grab a drink. Don't get up to go to the sink. You're not going to want to miss nothing, not a second of this game. You seen what the Chiefs did with 13 seconds. 13 seconds, you get up, use the bathroom, grab a drink real quick, boop, you would have missed it. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the ones. So let's get into it. I changed his name from Magic Mahomes to Patty the Cold Man Mahomes, because he was ice cold last week. We got Patrick Mahomes coming into the game with 4,183 yards, 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and a QBR, I can't see that, of 92.6 against The He-Man, Josh Allen. The Caveman, Josh Allen. The one that they love to hate, Josh Allen. Madden front cover boy, Josh Allen. Josh Allen comes into the game, 4,306 yards, 29 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, and a 92.2 QBR. These two, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be one of the ones. Everybody that's a football fan, you ain't going to want to miss this one, just like you don't want to miss that Texans and Ravens. But let's get into the keys of victory. I'll start with my defending Super Bowl 10 Kansas City Chiefs, since we are the visiting team. First key to victory for the Chiefs, run the damn ball. Andy Reid, if you're seeing this, look at me. I'm looking at you, Andy Reid. Run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. You got Pacheco, who actually missed the first matchup. Yo, the Chiefs offense has not played that great, but it seems the one person that's consistently doing this thing is Pop. Pacheco is just an energy ball. I don't think I ever seen a guy run harder. He runs like he's angry at the ground. He runs like he stole something. If you've seen him play, I guess I see why they call him Pop, because he runs with that. Don't get in his way. He's not the biggest guy, but if you get in his way, you're gonna feel him. But yeah, run the damn ball, Andy Reid. The next key to victory for the Chiefs: red zone, red zone, red zone. It seems like the Chiefs been able to drive down the field at times throughout the season. Like I said, offensively this year it's been up and down, more times down. But the Chiefs been getting to the red zone and not scoring touchdowns. You cannot do that in this game, because that's a very, very good team over there and a very, very hungry team. The fans are going to be going crazy in that stadium this week. You got to get the ball in the end zone this week, Patty. No ifs, ands, or buts. Red zone is going to be important. And then my last key to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs is to stop the run. Stop the run. If you could shut down James Cook and make Josh Allen have to be the magician that he is and force throws and do all that, that's usually when he turns the ball over. And that's what you want. So stop the run and make Josh Allen. Stop the run with Josh Allen too, because you see he did that little fake slide, whatever it was a good move. They just didn't want to tackle him, personally, is my opinion. People hate and saying, oh, he fake slid. No, they didn't want no parts of him. You seen that big boy coming through, 6'5", 240, however much he weighs. He was coming through, and it was time to make a business decision. And the decision was, I ain't want none. I'm talking to you, Minkah Fitzpatrick, all-pro safety. But yeah, for the Chiefs, like I said, run the damn ball, red zone, and stop the run. Now, let's get into the keys of victory for the Buffalo Bills. The home team, Buffalo Bills, finally got a home game against the Chiefs. Okay. 0-2, though, against them in the playoffs. But the first thing, key to victory for the Bills, and probably the most important, is protect the damn ball. As you see Josh Allen with the 18 picks on the season, Josh Allen can make some very good throws and also make some very stupid picks. Like some of the times I'm looking, bro, what are you looking at? You threw it right to him. And I'm a big Josh Allen fan, believe it or not. Those who know. But I do feel like the guy gets a lot of unfair criticism. Look, he turns the ball over. We get it. That's part of it. They knew the Bills organization know who they have as the quarterback. You have to live with it. You have to. That's just who he is. The Josh Allen experience is part of the Josh Allen experience. Because, yeah, he might do some dumb stuff and make some dumb picks, but he's going to make some wild throws a lot more than he's going to throw them picks. So, yeah. But protect the ball for sure, because that's a hungry Chiefs defense over there, and they coming for you, Josh Allen. And then my next key to victory is get to Mahomes. If Mahomes is back there doing this, you know Mahomes like the fake. People don't realize Mahomes is a lot faster than I think you realize. A lot faster than people realize. And you see that when he be getting up out of the pocket and finally running. And Mahomes, he's not a small guy. He's not as big as Josh Allen, but Mahomes ain't a small guy himself either. So he is tough to bring down. And when he's doing all that ballerina and dancing and throwing it with the right and then throwing it with the left and behind the, he ain't bring the behind the back out yet, but he said he's gonna. But yeah, You got to get to Mahomes. You have to get to Mahomes. Don't let him get that confidence because you already seen what he could do with 13 seconds. A whole game of him with that confidence could spell trouble in Buffalo. And then the last key to victory is, where is Kelsey? Locate Kelsey. Look, I know Kelsey hasn't played his best this year. Some say, oh, it's Taylor Swift. No, it's not that. It's not even age. You got to realize the Chiefs haven't had another legit threat at wide receiver this year until Rasheed Rice started coming on. Yeah, it's been a down year for Kelsey, but find him because that's Mahomes' guy. This is who he goes to. Y'all, Bills fan, y'all remember when that 13 seconds was left? Who did he go to? Tyreek and who else? In overtime, the soul crusher. Who'd he go to? You know who his guy is. And I get it. It's not easy to stop. It's not. But you have to find him. You have to know where Travis Kelce is at all times because he's the one that him and Mahomes got that, like, they're always on the same page. Even when you think they're not, they are. Mahomes will just throw something and Kelce will make an adjustment. He might not even knew what Mahomes about to do. But it's just weird. Like, they have that connection. You have to know where Kelsey is at all times. So the keys to victories for Buffalo is protect the ball, get the Mahomes, and where is Kelsey? Now, my prediction. This is non-biased, by the way. I said that I think that the Chiefs are going to come in here and break the Bills' heart. The Bills are just known to, I don't know. They're 0-2. I get it. Like, it's set up for the Bills to win. They finally got Mahomes at home. They've been 0-2. They're 0-2 against them. I think they're going to be 0-3 against them after this. And I'm going to go with a score of 33-21. Kansas City Chiefs. 33-21 Kansas City Chiefs. Well, that wraps up my recap. My previews for this week's divisional round of playoffs. Hope everyone's enjoying their Friday. I hope everyone enjoys the playoffs. We're supposed to get a lot of snow. Stay safe. Stay in the house. Watch football. Don't go out if you don't got to. It's football on. What are you going out for? It's football on both days. You got 2 great games on both days. There's no need to go out. But, yeah, that wraps everything up. I don't want to hold you up much longer. Enjoy your Friday. Love. It's your boy Ree, a.k.a. the Black Adam Scheffner. And just like that, I'm gone.